Right. This is Ezekiel. He said, and behold, a whirlwind came out the north. In other words, a chariot, or what the so-called white man calls a UFO. It said a whirlwind came out the north with fire enfolding in itself. Go ahead, read it again.
And I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, a great cloud and a fire enfolding itself.
A great cloud with fire enfolding in the cloud. Go ahead.
I don't know. I can't. Maybe I didn't.
He got a question. And the brightness. You guy in the white. Nah, you can't take no pictures.
No pictures, man.
No pictures. Go ahead.
And the brightness was about it, and out of the midst thereof, as the color of amber, out of the midst of the fire. Also out of the midst thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures.
Right. Now it's talking about out of the chariot, or what they call UFO. Out of it came the likeness. Go ahead.
Of 4 living creatures.
Came the likeness of 4 living creatures out the chariot. This was the angel of the Lord. Go ahead.
And this was their appearance. They had the likeness of a man, and everyone had 4 faces.
It had the likeness. The angel had. It said it had the likeness of a man, but 4 different faces. Go ahead.
And everyone had 4 faces, and everyone had 4 wings. And their feet were straight feet, and the sole of their feet was like the sole of a calf's foot.
Right. They had straight feet, and their feet were straight like the sole of a calf's foot. So they had 4 faces, and their foot wasn't a foot like this. It was the foot of a calf. Go ahead.
And they had hands. Slacky, let me read that again. And their feet were straight feet, and the sole of their feet was like the sole of a calf's foot, and they sparkled like the color of burnished brass. And they had the hands of a man under their wings on their 4 sides, and they 4 had their faces and their wings. Their wings were joined one to another. They turned not when they went. They went every one straight forward.
Right. It said they turned not where they went. They went everywhere they went straight forward. So it's telling you about a bunch of different angels, what they look like. Go ahead.
As for the likeness of their faces, they 4 had the face of a man and the face of a lion on the right side, and they 4 had the face of an ox on the left side.
Right. Face of a man, face of a lion, face of an ox. Go ahead.
They 4 also had the face of an eagle.
Face of an eagle was in the back. So you see something like that, you're going to be looking to find a rock to crawl under, man.
They said that, you say that when Yahushua comes back, you're going to have these Edomites and these people of the other nations that's going to try to find shelters and rocks to hide under, caves to hide under.
That's right.
In Revelation either 6 or 9.
Revelation 9, like the last couple of verses.
Yeah, somebody get that, bring it out.
You find it, brother. So the angel of the Lord, the angels are terrible, man.
Oh, Samson's father. Samson's mother. Hey, because Samson's mother told Samson's father, a man of God, came to me, and then she described him, said that his countenance was very terrible, and he was an angel, because he came to Samson's mother and told Samson's mother to name the child Samson, and that the child wouldn't be eating no grapes or nothing of the vine.
Right.
Now she described the man. When the man came to her, she said the man was a man of God. That's what she said. Then she said his countenance was very terrible. So that's an example of what the brother's bringing out about the angel.
Right.
And we're in this time when you're going to start seeing more. Well, it tells you in the book of Hebrews, some have entertained angels unawares. So even now, as we're speaking, the angels are around us even now. You just can't see them. And sometimes, we had one guy years ago, he came to the camp, and it was freezing out here. All right? I mean, it was freezing. We had coats on, we were like this. This guy comes out here, man, he's walking like, he had shorts and a t-shirt on. He had a mitre or a turban. So Elder Tar asked him, hey brother, you cold, brother? He said, nah. Now I'm not saying, but he could have been an angel. Hey, because it was freezing out here. And this dude had shorts on, a short sleeve, a t-shirt, and short pants. And he was walking around like, you know, when people try to fake it, they'd be like, you know, they're trying to be that hard shit, but they fake, you know. This dude, man, he was...
Yeah.
Huh? Jake, man. Dark-skinned Jake.
Dark, yep. Yeah,
well, no white boy. It was a straight-up dark-skinned Jake. And Elder Tahar asked him, do you want a coat, brother? Because we were all looking at him. Yo, we go around the corner and buy you a coat, man. This dude was like, I don't want that.
Yeah, you didn't see no...
That dude could have been an angel, brother. So the point is, the angels are around us even as we speak. Bring that out in Hebrews.
You got to get that. You know where that's at in Hebrews?
Yeah, Hebrews 13 and 2, I think it is.
Yeah, Hebrews 13 and 2.
Hey, you know what? As it gets closer to the destruction, you're going to see just how deep this thing is, man. You're going to see just how deep this truth is.
Yeah.
All right? As we get closer and closer to the destruction.
Yeah, I'm going to say this too. You have a lot of women, like if you go on YouTube now, there's like, you know how YouTube becomes like categorized? There's like a category of YouTube of people that have dreams about the end of the world. You know?
That's right.
Now, there was one video of this singer named Carrie Hilson. Y'all ever heard about Carrie Hilson? You know, she had a dream about the end of the world. She saw UFOs come out the sky. People were dying left and right, and she knew that the world was coming to an end. And she says she had that dream once every year. So that's the fulfillment of Joel, the 2nd chapter, and Acts, the 2nd chapter. All right?
Yeah, them dreams. Yeah. Some of you brothers, you got women. Marvel not if your woman told you I had a dream and such happened, and you filter it back to the scriptures. You'd be like, oh shit, baby, you didn't have a dream, you had a vision. Like the elder back here, his woman gets visions all the time, man. She gets them heavy-ass visions.
Yeah, she'll get visions like 2 times out of the week.
Yeah.
You know, for like, she'll be in a trance and sleep for 8, 9, 10, 11 hours. And then if she gets up to go to the bathroom, she'll come back and the dream will pause. And then the dream will start back up. So that's not no dream.
Look at that.
Once you get up from a dream, you know, if it's a good dream, you try to get back in the dream, it doesn't come back.
Yep.
So that wasn't no dream, it was an actual vision.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. You got the scripture?
Yeah.
Read it out.
This is Hebrews 13 and 1. Let brotherly love continue. Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unaware.
Yeah, so there it is. So the angels are around us now. You know, we just can't see them because they're in another dimension. But as a matter of fact, give me the book of Psalm 34 and 7. You know what you So the point we're making is, as this kingdom gets to a close, you're going to see just how deep this thing really is, man. All you brothers. You're going to see it, man. Hey, I've been in this thing for a while. I can tell you this thing is deeper than deep. I've seen, years ago, we had this cop used to mess with us. His name was Ravello, Officer Ravello. He used to, every Saturday up at 44th and Broadway, this guy used to fuck with us every Saturday. So one day, the Saturday that he came and messed with us, Elder Tahar told him, the Lord is going to make you look like a fool in front of your men. Now, I don't know if it was the next week or the week after, but it was one Saturday we were out there, and this dude, Ravello, comes up, and he starts doing the funky chicken. Then he takes his gun and he's waving it around like this, and he's doing the funky chicken. Then a week later, we read in the paper this guy shot himself, killed himself. Officer Ravello. That's how powerful this truth is, man. Go ahead, brother.
This is Psalms 34 and 7. The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him, and deliver them.
Like now. Read that again. Read it again.
The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him.
Yeah, did you hear that? The angel of the Lord encampeth around them that fear him. So the angels are around us now. And years ago, King Marshall used to be out there speaking, and one time the cops rolled on us, and they took their batons and they were swinging them. And then King Marshall said he was blocking the batons, and the batons felt like rubber on his arms. That's what he said. You can ask Elder Tar, he's right here, he'll tell you. He said he was blocking the batons. Now, he was an old man. He was up in age. And he was blocking them, and the batons were like bouncing off his arms. So the Most High put that spirit to cover, you know.
Like when I was young, I was like 15, 17 years old.
Yeah.
There was like 4 of my friends. And we were going downtown. That's when I lived in Jersey. And this old man was sitting on the corner. And as we passed him by, we didn't pay any attention to him. We passed him by. And he said, all 4 of y'all gonna live to see God. All 4 of y'all.
All 4 of y'all what?
He said, all 4 of you gonna live to see God. And you're gonna see his face. So my friend said, well, what did he say? He went back to the corner. That man, I swear to God, that man was gone. Didn't see him no more. I told my grandmother about it. That was a message for all 4 of y'all.
Yeah, well, it might have been just a message for you. Because you're seeing the Most High now. You're seeing him through this knowledge. Right? The face of the Heavenly Father is through this knowledge. So that's why you're here. Now, whether you get into it, that's left up to the Spirit of the Lord. Whether you're part of the elect, that's left up to the Spirit of the Lord. But that's what that message means. It wasn't for all 4 of you. It was probably just for you. And that dude probably was an angel. But that's the point, you know?
Yeah, he has something because we came around that corner and he was gone.
Yeah.
See that man no more. Yeah. He just vanished like that.
Yeah. Psalm 34 and 7. Read it again.
Psalm 34 and 7.
And if you got any precept, bring it in.
Psalms 34 and 7. The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him, and delivereth them.
And that's why we don't worry about nothing out here. Because the angels of the Lord are around us. We don't worry about nothing. Hey, we used to have the school back in Connecticut. We used to get death threats almost every week. And we even made a tape out of it and was laughing at the shit. One guy called from down south talking shit. This is a bunch of trash. I ever did see this. My friends from Alabama kept wind of this. Ooh, you're going to be riding, you're going to be sweating. No, I'm sorry, running, and you're going to be ducking and hiding. And we used to make, right? We used to make tapes of that and laugh at the shit. You know, every week. Because they'd see the shows, we'd have the shows on cable, and they would see the shows, and these Edomites, they get mad, man. There's one particular show Elder Ricard did, where he had this Japanese wooden sword, the Bakken, and he was hitting the lead. They called the FBI. And they had a write-up on Elder Ricard in the paper. They were saying little kids were crying when they saw the show. You know, little white kids, you know? Yeah, man. Go ahead, brother. Hey, but that show was powerful, though. It was the final North American Uprising. That was the name of the show. And it was this brother and Elder Ricard. This brother Manatazak.
Final American Indian Uprising.
You can tell them about it, man.
Yeah, the Final American Indian Uprising, man. And Ricard was we were in the woods, and he was hitting the leaves with that Vulcan.
Yep.
And because the show back then came on during primetime hours on public access, which was at 6 o'clock. At 6 o'clock, you know, people are there watching whatever TV shows they watch. That's like prime time. 6 to about 9 o'clock is like prime time. Well, it was on public access at 6 o'clock. So a lot of little kids, you know, white kids would be home, and they watched it. And the goddamn feds came down to Cablevision and was inquiring about the show and about us behind that shit.
Yeah, I got a question. How come y'all guys don't be on public access anymore?
Fuck public access. We got YouTube. Public access.
They said it was free.
YouTube is better. You know what YouTube is? You better. You take the video.
I had a question.
Now you got a job. You got a job now.
You get on public access. You get on public access. Hey,
you do it, bro.
We done with public access.
Now you're committed. Now he's shutting up.
Hey, brother, hey, we dealing with the World Wide Web, man. Fuck public access. Public access is only a certain county or a certain area. YouTube is all over the globe.
Hey, you know what? That's like going back to the telegraph.
Yeah,
when you got the phone, you know?
Telephone, right?
Or like going back to the beeper when you got the cell phone.
Yeah.
You know, that's all news. That's old hat, man.
Well, yeah, man.
Yeah, that's right.